I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Thursday, June the 2nd, 2016. A Palestinian woman tried to stab a group of IDF soldiers in the West Bank this morning. The woman approached a military outpost near the Jewish settlement of Einav, near the Palestinian city of Nablus, this morning, and tried to attack the soldiers with a knife, who responded, opening fire. The IDF said in a statement that Israeli forces at the scene, quote, responded to the immediate threat by shooting the attacker and killing her. No Israeli forces were hurt in the incident, and details are being investigated. And late last night, a Palestinian man was arrested after successfully crossing into Israel illegally from Gaza. He was found in possession of a knife, was detained and taken in for questioning by Israeli security forces. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu will meet on Tuesday with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Moscow. This will be the Prime Minister's second visit to the Russian capital this year, and it will reportedly focus once again on discussing developments in war-torn Syria, as well as efforts for Israeli-Palestinian peace talks. According to Russian state news outlet TASS, the visit will also coincide with the 25th anniversary of the establishment of ties between Israel and post-Soviet Russia. Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas met this week with Israeli municipal leaders, where he weighed in on the recent appointment of Avigdor Lieberman as Israel's new Minister of Defense. Abbas said of the appointment of Lieberman, who is known as a hardliner on the right, that he won't make any assumptions. Abbas said, "You don't need to judge a man by his national affiliation or by his views, but only by his stance on the peace process," noting the late Prime Minister Menachem Begin, who founded and led the Likud party, having made peace with Egypt. As we reported to you this week, Lieberman has expressed his support for the two-state solution since joining Netanyahu's coalition. Jewish leader and Israeli diplomat Mordechai Bell has died. Bell served as chairman of the World Jewish Congress Research Institute in Jerusalem and was also a founding board member of the Israel Council on Foreign Relations. He served as consul in Bogota, Colombia, and as Israeli ambassador to Panama and to Haiti, and spent much of his life documenting Sephardic history of Jews in Spain and Portugal, as well as in the Caribbean. In 2008, Bell was awarded the WJC's Nahum Goldman Medal for his contribution to universal humanitarian causes and actions benefiting the Jewish people. Bell died on Monday in Jerusalem at the age of 87. The Anti-Defamation League has created a new task force to address anti-Semitic and racist harassment of journalists on social media. Following several incidents, the ADL released a statement yesterday on the new task force, which will evaluate the source and scope of such anti-Semitism and its impact and propose how to combat the phenomenon. ADL CEO Jonathan Greenblatt said that during the election cycle, criticism of journalists had, quote, quickly crossed the line into ugly anti-Semitic and other hateful attacks. He said of the ADL's decades-long fight against anti-Semitism, "We hope to bring our experience to this latest manifestation of it so we can take steps to address this challenge, even as we strive to ensure that we do not jeopardize free speech and a free press." Taking a look now at some entertainment news, Variety reports that actresses Amy Poehler and Natasha Lyonne have bought the rights to a recent Israeli film about women serving in the IDF. Talia Lavi's film Zero Motivation was purchased by the two American actresses with BBC America for development as a television series. Lyonne, who is Jewish, actually spent some time living in Israel as a child and later went to Ramaz High School in New York City. She and Poehler would be producing the series with Lavi and the film's Israeli producer, Elon Ratkowski. And looking now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Thursday, June the 2nd. At 7 o'clock, Rabbi Mordechai Becker looks at the prayer for rain in the Talmud. At 7:30, Rabbi Joseph Telushkin talks about making a difference. Then at 8, a look at Islamophobia and anti-Semitism. And at 9, Mark Golub sits down with former Israeli intelligence expert Avi Perry who recounts his experiences in the Six-Day War. And coming up right after this newscast tonight at 6:30, U.S. Special Envoy to Monitor and Combat Anti-Semitism, Ira Foreman, talks about the growth of anti-Semitism in Europe and what the United States State Department does to combat it. It's part of JBS's coverage from Kean University's recent conference on global anti-Semitism. And that's the JBS News Update for Thursday, June the 2nd, 2016. I'm Teisha Bader.